Hello, hello, hello. It is I, handsome Dr. E, here to walk you through Managerial Finance, Chapter 4, Homework Cuatro. Alright, so let's get started with this. So we're covering multiples, how to value a stock or a company. What is a multiple? Can you see me? Yeah, I'm sticking my head in from the side there. What is a multiple? Alright, a multiple is a standard unit of measure used to ascertain the value of a business or of a stock. It is a standard unit of measure used to ascertain the value of a business or of a stock. What is a business or a stock worth? What is a fair price to pay? So let me show you how a multiple might be created. Okay, we take the total market price for a business, a price that's been paid for a business, or the market price of one share of stock. And we find that from the market. And we find this from the market, the marketplace. What did someone pay in total for a business? Or what did someone pay for one share of stock? And we put that in the numerator of the multiple. And then we divide this by either the total fundamental, if we're talking about the total price of the business, divide by the total fundamental, or if we're talking about the price of one share of stock, we divide it by the fundamental per share. We put the fundamental in the denominator. So the market price in the numerator, all multiples have market price in the numerator, and then they all have some type of fundamental in the denominator. And we've covered what fundamentals are. So how do we start the process of finding an appropriate multiple? Well, we get a market price. And where do we get a market price from? A financial market, stock market, bond market, commodities market, currency market, or from some organization that maintains a database of business mergers and acquisitions. So there are lots of businesses out there that have data on transactions, purchases and sales of businesses. That's where we get market price, and we get fundamentals directly from the financial statements of businesses that have been involved in mergers and acquisitions, or from businesses that have stock that is publicly traded. So the financial statement information for publicly traded companies is easily obtained. It's not as easy for private companies, but that's where you go back to those businesses that maintain databases. And sometimes they are able to provide that information, sometimes at a price to you. All right, so what does a financial market do? And list two examples of a financial market. All markets do the same thing, which is bring together buyers and sellers. That's what a market is. It facilitates commerce. It facilitates trades. It brings together buyers and sellers. A financial market brings together buyers and sellers of financial assets, businesses and securities, stocks and bonds, mutual funds, commodities. All right, examples include the stock market, that is a financial market, the bond market, the commodities market, and the exchange market. These are examples of financial markets. All right, what three functions do the financial markets serve? Okay, three functions. First, they help organizations raise capital. You go to the financial markets if you want or need capital. You want or need capital, and you go to find the other side of that trade, which is finding people who have capital that they want to invest. Second, the financial markets provide liquidity for investors. So the financial markets provide capital to organizations that need capital. They provide a way for investors who want to invest capital to find things to invest in. And then for investors that already have their money invested, the markets provide a way for investors to get out of their investments. Sell. Okay? Liquidity. Whoops. And then they provide multiples for investors to use in the process of valuing companies and stocks. Now, when the markets were set up, this really was not considered. The people who set up the financial markets did not intend, it was not their purpose to provide information to create multiples. It was their intention to help organizations raise capital. It was their intention to provide liquidity for investors. A byproduct of the marketplace is what's called price discovery. It is the creation of a market price. And as you have just learned, a market price in the numerator divided by a company fundamental in the denominator results in a multiple that can be used to value a company or a stock. Name 3 types of organizations that maintain information pertaining to the sale of businesses. Where can you get it? Accounting firms are involved. Accounting firms advise their customers on mergers and acquisitions, and they maintain information on transactions that are done. Law firms advise their clients on mergers and acquisitions, and they maintain data on transactions that were done. Business brokers advise their clients on mergers and acquisitions, and they maintain data on transactions that are done. And then lastly, there are private research companies that are in business to accumulate and maintain files, data about business transactions that were done. And this data is used to help value companies. This is where multiples, information for multiples is found. All right, that is homework number 4. We will move on in just a moment, take a quick break, catch our breath, and we'll move on to homework number 5. Peace out. Shalom.